Greetings, I am GoldenWing, and welcome back to episode 20, Let's Play Space Engineers, where we've been working on a lunar base. It's coming along pretty well. It's taking a while, but it's coming along pretty well. Just been trying to give the nanites time to put things together. You can see they're still working hard on trying to put all of these windows together. The last time we had framed out the windows, we'd framed out these assemblers, which I don't know, are these done or not? Looks like most of them are, if not all of them. So that's cool. Let's see, we had also framed out places to put more nanite control facilities, or factories rather, which I am excited about doing, but we are kind of pushing our resources at the moment here. I'd like to see the nanites catch up a bit. Also, we had put in a bit of power. The arc reactor here, which you can see we're doing not bad on. We're a little short on dense plates. We have to come up with more arc reactor components. Those go slow. And we've got an azimuth fusion reactor up top. So that should be more than enough power. Which brings me to one of our comments from last week, thanks to Pete Bog, who pointed out that the arc reactor was going to be more than enough to run all of the power demands on the base. And he, or she, pointed out a mod called Build Info, which I did not know about. The Build Info is what's creating the display tag in the upper left here about the arc reactor. If I switch to the fusion reactor, it updates the information. This is pretty cool. Looks like mass and integrity, how airtight the faces are. That's neat. Power output, which is really what we were talking about. So you can see the azimuth fusion reactor produces 1200 megawatts, and the arc reactor produces 6000 megawatts. That's pretty neat. I did not know that that was a mod that was an option. 295 megawatts for the small ship variant. And it looks like 59. That's cool. So thank you very much for that. I did not know about that. That'll come in really handy. But in any regard, this should be more than enough power once we get them up and running. And then we put in a bunch of... Oops, let's not run into them. We put in a bunch of refineries. And for anybody who picked up my mistake last night, or last time, I was coming back in here to check on things just before I started recording. And I was noticing that while both refineries are finished, this is the only side that's running. This side doesn't have resources. And then I realized my mistake. We come down here. I instinctively put the conveyor in the same position I did the other one, and it's reversed, of course. So, oops, that's alright. We'll just go ahead and stick a conveyor junction in there. And that'll get those guys up and running. There we go, I can hear them spinning up already. If you guys were yelling at the screen last time that I put that in the wrong place, well, you're right, I did. Now you should have stuff. Nice. That'll help our resources. So we can go over to anywhere really. Let's take a look. Oops. Here. And if we find the nanite control factory, we can take a look at this info at the bottom. See, we're doing pretty well on bulletproof glass. This is all the stuff it needs to complete all of the construction projects we've got out there. Ton of arc reactor components. Regular reactor components. Dense steel plates. Girders. Alright. How's our assemblers doing? Are we assembling? Yeah. They're coming right along. So, lots I want to do. Okay. Really wish these lights would finish. Go grab the components. Oh, they are done. Well, why aren't they on? That's silly. Let's go see if we can fix that. Maybe they're just not turned up enough? That's probably it. Grab all of the extreme lights. Luna base lights. That seems nice. And let's see, if we kick the radius up. Oh, that got really bright really fast. How's that? Is that too bright? That almost seems too much. Maybe more like 35? You guys will have to let me know whether that's enough or too much. Certainly seems better than it was. Well, let's leave the nanites to do what they do. And I wanted to go check out some of those unknown signals. Since they appear less often now and supposedly have more luck. Let's go check them out. Unlock. Let's go see what this unknown signal's all about. Go. Alright. Oh, tell me it's not rolling down the hill. Of course it's rolling down the hill. These ones that just keep moving on its own. Stop moving! Oh, come on. Really? I don't suppose you could sit still just for a minute, do you? The cow suit? Sweet. That's what I always wanted. Okay.
Inventory full.
Of course my inventory's full. Better question. Where did I leave my ship? Alright. So, we got our cow suit. That's cool. Time to go back. And shut down. Nice. I am digging these airlock doors. Those are great. We'll put our goodies away. What do I not need? Displays, motors, computers. You can stay. Reactor components, tubes, grids, detector. Production, small steel tubes. Probably lose those. Interior plates are fine. Girders are fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So the next thing I did want to think about is I'd like to run some conveyors along the ceiling. Let's run a line back this way. Oops. Oh, I guess I got a light there. Alright, well, light's gonna have to move. I want to run these along the ceiling, because I'd like to run vents. I want to run vents off of them. And I think the vents would look cool if they were in the ceiling. So, run these along like that. Now we talked about redoing the storage over here, but I'm not exactly sure how that's going to look yet. So, what's the distance we did over here? Maybe we'll just keep it equal. So we went 2 tubes and then that. Okay, let me get those guys to weld that up. Be right back. Now I think I want to stretch this line all along the top here. Not sure exactly how far I want to go. Maybe just there. Yeah, that seems about right. Kind of going to run a bit of a loop here. There is a method behind this. Of course, you could run the whole or pressurize the whole place with a single vent, right? But and obviously we've got holes in the floor, so we're not quite ready to pressurize just yet. Half the reason I want to do this, though, is because I want to be able to access the stuff that we have from above here. And then junction. Perfect. And we'll run these guys over this way. Cool. Junction. Cool. What I want to do here then is we'll cut a hole there and maybe one over here. And then I want to put chests, or cargo containers rather, above these. Thinking this spot might be decent too. Really, these aren't for storage per se. They're really for access. So what I want to do is tell Tim to keep specific numbers of components, like steel plates and that kind of stuff. And then by having these sort of spread around, you know, it'll make it a little easier to grab those parts when we need them. I don't know, I'm sort of making a mess right now, but yeah, it's fine. Cool. That'll help us mark those. Get back up top. Gotta love these elevators. Alright, so now we'll grab one of the small cargo containers. We'll drop these guys in here. We'll just use them as, like I said, kind of toolboxes. Be a nice place to drop some parts off, or grab something you need. Nice. Okay, now let's put some of our stuff away. That's better. I don't think we need this. Don't need the button panel anymore. I don't even know if this conveyor is necessary anymore. Nope, not really. That was our line to go top to bottom, wasn't it? We don't even need any of this. Let's tear all this down. There. Seal that up. I wanted to think about the elevators. I had an idea here. So, like, let's see. Let's pop a hole here so we can get in and out. See if I can't. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to carry all of that. It's the 11th floor elevator. Okay. I had a bit of a think about this. I wanted to see if we go with the 10. Where's the entrance? There it is. All right. So, here's what I was thinking. Because now this thing comes out like in the floor, which is a problem. But what I wanted to see is what it would look like if we arranged the floor maybe like this. You, and then you, then a full block there. I think we might be able to create an elevator situation, yeah? Where we can access the elevator, but it's flush. Yeah, see, that's cool. Now when we land our ship, or if we, you know, leverage the top there for a bunch of building, the elevator shaft will sit flush. I sort of didn't like the look of that at top when it was sticking out, you know, in the random spots. I think that looks better. And it'll keep the surface like that. Alright, let me get the rest of these wired up. Cool. That will hide those elevators. That's cool. Maybe a different color on these. Something to stick them out so we know they're there. We made them like, I don't know, blue? Not that. And at least the elevators would stick out. Maybe light blue is not the right color. I do kind of like that they are distinguished from the rest of the upper service. And we'll stick with blue for now. So the next thing we can add... I can actually use these now that I think about it. These are a combination conveyor and air vent. Why don't we try this? Cool. Let's check on our nanites. How you guys doing? A little short on arc reactor components. Must have finished all the windows. They're coming right along. Of course, now that I say that. What are you guys short on? Oh, girders. Right, you guys need a lot of girders. Okay. Reactors are clearly not done. That's just fine. They'll finish. Looking pretty good, though. So we've got pressure. These will seal up when we're done. We've got refineries, we've got assemblers, we've got power. I do want to think about storage. Let's clear a little space down here. These are the containers I was thinking about using. Yeah, that's the right way. Turn off rotation. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3. You guys the same width? Not really. Probably fit about 5 there, maybe? Now, these things are ridiculously large. Like, seriously, we only need 1. But since when has that ever stopped me from making ridiculous amounts of things in the past? So, 1, 2, 3-ish, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. So I'm thinking like 10 would do. I really want to build the others here, but I don't want to move that nanite facility. That's really my biggest problem right now. This would be like 1. I don't want these here, I just want to see space right now. Two. Okay. Okay. Sorry, nanites, you're not gonna like this. They'll clean them up. If they're 3 by 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 5. I'd say 5 would fit there. With that in mind, maybe we can line up the rest of these. I did this. Yeah, let's try that. Oh, come on. There we go. If there's 5 here and 3 there, that's 8. Right, there we go. There, that looks better. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be enough. That should be stupidly enough. Well, let's see. If we took... Oh, we want to do this. Maybe we don't want that there. Yeah, let's take the pipes for these. We'll run them up. We've been running those junctions along the ceiling anyway. Oh, sorry, light. Of course my inventory's full. Why would my inventory not be full? Gotta be full. Can you guys clean this mess up that I made? Thanks. Okay. Oops. Well, that's gonna stay down there for now. There we go. And just for purposes of redundancy, we'll run some tubes this way. And the junction, which can just be a normal junction. That'll handle storage. We'll pull these 2 refineries. What do we got here? Yeah, 2 arc furnaces. The 2 assemblers. We'll pull all of this maybe next time. I want to give these, kind of give the nanites a chance to catch up. Is the thing. Hey! Our reactor's up. That's cool. Unfortunately, I have no way to access it right now. But, you know. There, that's a thing. Cool. So this is coming right along. I think we're about done with the establishments of the base here. Shouldn't take too much more effort, really. And we should be able to disconnect the speed well and have this base stand on its own. Really liking how this is turning out. Like we do have some windows that need to be finished. Oh, that's right. They were waiting on girders. The plan after we get this done is we are going to be building a larger ship. And I'm going to build it right on top of this base platform. We'll have plenty of open space. We're going to build a large ship That's why I went through all of this. I also am kind of toying around with the idea of maybe building a rover. Never actually tried to build a rover before. Could be fun. But for now, I am rapidly running out of time, so we're going to have to call it here for this episode. Thank you as always for joining me. Tune in next time. I'm going to, between this episode and next episode, I'm going to give the nanites much time here to try and catch up. So hopefully this will all be done by the time you tune back in next time. And I'm hoping we can start on a new ship, a full-sized, full-block ship. I want to do it in kind of more of maybe a modular capacity. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work yet, but it should be interesting. So, at any rate, hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Thank you as always for tuning in. Have a good one.